Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. First of all, I introduce myself, Love Kumar. I'm currently doing my bachelor's in English first year in Sindh Agriculture University campus Umarkot. Today we learn about active voice and passive voice. What is voice in grammar? Voice refers to the form of the verb that shows whether the subject is the doer or receiver of the action. Two types of voice in English: active voice and passive voice. To understand the active and passive voice, it can be helpful to understand the difference between the subject of the sentence and the agent. The subject of the sentence always before the verb, subject, then object. For example, the teacher explains the lesson. In passive voice, this is not the case. Original sentence has been received in passive voice. For example, the lesson explained by the teacher. Here is the difference between key point of active and passive voice with three examples. Converting active to passive. Step 1. Identify the subject, verb, and object in the active voice sentence. Step 2. Make the object the subject of the sentence. Step 3. Use the correct form of the verb to be. Step 4. Add the past participle of the main verb. Step 5. Optionally add the original subject with by. Present simple tense, active versus passive. Active. She teaches English. Passive. English is taught by her. Active. He plays football. Passive. Football is played by him. Present continuous tense, active versus passive. Active. They are building the house. Passive. The house is being built by them. Active. I am reading the book. Passive. The book is being read by me. Past simple tense, active versus passive. Active. She wrote the letter. Passive. The letter was written by her. Active. The students answered the questions. Passive. The questions were answered by students. Past continuous tense, active versus passive. Active. She was solving the problems. Passive. The problems was being solved by her. Active. They were playing the game. Passive. The game was being played by them. Future simple tense, active versus passive. Active. They will finish the project. Passive. The project will be finished by them. Active. He was explained the idea. Passive. The idea will be explained by him. Present perfect tense, active versus passive. Active. I have written the report. Passive. The report has been written by me. Active. They have completed the task. Passive. The task has been completed by them. Past perfect tense, active versus passive. Active. She had finished the homework. Passive. The homework had been finished by her. Active. They had built the house. Passive. The house had been built by them.